Here we go. Wow, we got it sped up. Really sped up. Okay. That's the prairie dog family in the background because I got it sped up. This is an area of crossroads where it's like free to roam, it's free to go. It's open world here where you can go anywhere within this area, and there's different things you can do. There, there's different tasks, and like with that little blue emblem there, that's an objective. You go there, he'll give you a task. When you complete the task, then you get rewards for it. While in the meantime, there's bandits and there's other groups out there wandering around looking to do you damage, and those are the guys you fight. Um, the blue markers on the map, mini map, that's other players that are playing alongside us. Like the red, that's usually AI that you're fighting against. Depending upon the level of vehicle that's in, will depend on what you're fighting. So if you got a lower vehicle, the lowest vehicle in there is low, the enemy's going to be a little bit lower. If you got some tough guys in there that really got some real heavy duty stuff, then you'll be going up against heavy duty stuff. Kind of matches it. The enemy has the same equal as maybe the better players that are in the game. So in other words, if you have a high valued vehicle, you're going to go up against high valued vehicles. If you got a beginning vehicle like a pickup with just a machine gun, that's you go up to that kind. But oh look, go get him, dude! Go get him! We didn't win too many this time around. Most of them were defeats, but I was just trying to get a couple clips of Crossout. That's what this is here for, and that way I can do some more desktop front desk editing here with voiceover, doing the prairie dog in there, the prairie dog family. While I'm doing prairie dog family here, doing a screen capture, or the camera on the laptop is going, and I can bring that into video editor. You speed it up, then I'm talking faster. But if I start slowing my speech down, I can't do it here because I'm recording. That's why I usually bring something up on the laptop. So there. Now I'm looking at something on the screen here. I'm not looking at myself. It can get disconcerting to sit there and look at yourself looking back at you all the time. Especially you get that scroll. And if I do something silly up there, oh, I'm just kidding. It's just stuff I'm creating, working here in the studio. It makes it sound like there's more than just one person here. That way I've got a couple mediums going. Like I said, I got the big screen here that's hooked to the PC. Right now I have Studio Drummer up on the big screen, and along with him I have what I call the front desk. There's Mr. Editor doing the voice of the prairie dogs. See this I can put up in the corner. I'm getting beat up. I had to speed it up to get it to fit the 1436. It was up at 20. When I put all the different clips in, it was up over 26 minutes, and that's a little long. I had to cut it down. And one way to do that is to speed it up so you get the action, and it looks like it's really fast. Some of the battles are fast, though. It can be. These are the ones that we see another defeat. I think too, it's like it depends on where you're fighting. Because I've been in some fights that were just simply, you were the top dog. They couldn't do anything to you. You could just wipe them out. There's some battles in here too where you go up against AI. You're not going up against players. I think players are tougher because they'll do the unexpected where um, you fight against the AI. After a while, you get to know their moves and what they're doing, and a lot of them are programmed to do a certain thing at a certain time. And like I said, when you get used to it, you can usually deal pretty much the AI. You can damage it pretty good. Um, the thing is, it's just we can't do nothing to these teams. It's hard because you keep shooting them. I shoot, nothing. See the little bit of damage coming off it, and I'm chasing this guy. I should have. Whoop! Got turned over. But then again, I get stuck with all of them on me. So I'm just doing damage. I'm just damaging as much as I can. Hoping my team can benefit, but we don't. We all get pretty much eliminated. But you just keep going back in. Like I said, right now I'm at the point where I think I can build something stronger, tougher. Maybe something a little smaller that's not such a big target. I've seen the ones out there that have two of those grinders in front. And man, those things are hard to get away from. They really chew you up. And so it'd be nice to, but see right now I don't have enough power. My the calves are not big enough or strong enough. Hey, we got prairie dog family in this one here too. They're everywhere. But see, in Steam, you can get Post Zoo, Planet Zoo? I bet you could because it's a sister to Planet Coaster. And see, Planet Zoo has facilities you can build for prairie dogs. You can raise prairie dogs and have them in the zoo. So I figured that what better to have help me around the place because prairie dogs are cool. They're always cool, you know. I always picture the prairie dog with the little vest and the shades and maybe a bowl or two sitting there just relaxing and cooling out. That's a prairie dog. So I created Alex, Andy, and Mom. I did up a drawing of them. I got that on the PC. I posted that too. So that's what I use for the voices in the background when I speed these clips up. They sound like prairie dogs, and sometimes you can understand them. Like when this is just the beginning of Crossout. This is the opening credits of the game. I thought I'd cut this out, but some of it's pretty cool. I mean, like these chase scenes and the fights out there in the desert. It's like, to actually have a shop like that? Be able to paint like that? No, that's not me. That's not Grizzle. That's somebody that's saying, I'm badass and I'm going to shoot you until everything on your vehicle falls off. And that's what it's about. With better weapon, I could be able to maybe aim at their. That's one thing too. I gotta try and do that where I can use the sniper mode and start picking off their weapons. See, this is when I first started up the game. I cut all this stuff out, but I guess I didn't. But it gives you a good look at the different stuff. Behind that is my truck. And like I'm thinking about, I don't have to get rid of the truck. I'll just put it in the menu. I can always bring it back. Like I said, if I want to go out there to that scenarios where it's just a free roaming, that'd be perfect. Take that truck in there because it could really do some damage. But I need something that's gonna be a little bit more powerful. Like I said, I have a new cab in the inventory, so I can use that cab to maybe up the weapons a little bit. See, as your cabin gets better, your cabins get better, the cabin of your vehicles, the more stuff you can put on it. So if you get a very powerful cab, then you can mount some real powerful weapons along with your generators and your coolers, There's weapon coolers you can put on to keep your weapons cool so you're not overheating all the time. There's different modules you can get for them. You can build. So, like I said, you just get spent all day long just looking through and finding things to put on your vehicle and building your vehicle up. And I think that's the best part about the thing, is building, and then going out and seeing what your vehicle can do. Because this here truck, I built this thing from the ground up, grabbing the frames and put them together, and get like the wheels. You just don't get those wheels. You got to earn them. You got to get the gold and silver. And then I had to buy a set of different ones to create the dualies. And then I think there was stuff I had to go on the auction house and buy, and there's stuff I sold to make money. And I finally got it to the point that, hey, it's a pretty cool looking little truck. I have a lot of decoration on there, like the lights and stuff. My brake lights come on when I hit the brakes. If I use the little arrow keys and stuff on the controller, I can honk the horn. And once to the left, I can turn the lights on. Once to the left, I turn the lights off. So I'm starting. Oh, they got me. Like I said, there's nothing we can do to these guys. Whatever that red team was, they're devastating. And like I said, then there's scenarios you can go to. Once you complete the main one, you have to do so many and get so much reputation and stuff before you can move on to a different part of the map. And I've progressed so far where I can go different stuff. There's different scenarios too where you got to go and protect a convoy. And then there's another one where you got to go and destroy their radar systems and stuff like that. So there's the one with the oil wells too, where you destroy their oil wells, and then you gotta fight the enemy and stuff like that. Then there's ones too, it's like a race. You go through and you take them out, you get to the end, you grab some item, and then you gotta race all the way back through the maze, taking out the enemy and finally getting to the end. And then you get rewards for that too, if you complete the run back without being killed. Some of them are easy to do, some are a little bit more difficult to survive to the end. I mean, you get rewards, but they're not as much as if you actually survive after going through the whole maze. And some of it can be pretty tricky, and then some of it, like I said, depending upon the scenario and the level of the vehicles you're up against. Like these guys we're up against are tough. See, look at all of them. How can you when I'm just trying to survive, they got all my weapons, they took everything out, my guts are exposed. There, see, that's all you gotta do is once you get that stuff exposed, all you do is shoot it and not take them out. That's just like your jack, your fuel tank, your engine. If they can get to that vital thing, that'll blow you up. And that's what they did to me there. They just shot everything off till all that was visible. I didn't have much health left anyway. I was about down anyway. It's hard. But then again, sometimes there's nights where you're on the winning side all the time. You can't lose. And you do to them what they do to us here. So you have a blast. It's fun as heck. So I can't sit there and go, oh, poor me. They're having a blast. They're doing what they're doing and they're winning. And I just collect what I can and then go back and do some more and just keep putting the stuff in storage so that I can build stuff later with it. And what it does too is to get you. Oh, we're almost done. From ELA Studio and Sons, we want to thank you for watching, for Phil and No Grid. Cut, print, and post, and put this on the shelf. Nope. Yep, and take the gum out, please.